Good morning, guys. Welcome to Creative Photography Workshop. Today we'll be looking at the fundamentals of photography. The lecturer's name is James Akali, but my name is Bright Omega, and I'll be acting as your facilitator for today.
Alright, so today we are going to learn making great pictures, camera equipment, that's what you need, Nikon, Canon, any of them. Before we end this class, you will know how to operate a Sony, a Canon, a Nikon. It doesn't matter the camera, because all camera has similar functions. Probably the buttons are at different places, but it's still the same. It's all about the ISOs, the apertures, and the shutter speeds, and so on, like the lighting and other stuff. So this is actually an introduction of myself. That's sort of a contributing photographer for events, commercial tours, and documentaries. So you will learn the basics of operating camera and dozens of practical tips to make your photography great and take it to the next level. With illustration with real life events and other stuff, you will learn the elements that come together to make a good picture and how they relate. Some elements are lighting, some are background, some are natural lights. It all depends, and the type of lens you will need. In this course, you will learn not only how to fix those problems, but why the fix works. We go beyond the hardware, that's the cameras and the lenses. It's way beyond that, because you could have the most powerful camera in the building and still have the worst or the elements. That's lighting, type of lens, the location you are, and your settings, your ISOs and the shutter speeds. So the first of this course will be the basics of cameras and lenses and how to use them. The essential themes, that's aperture, depth of field, focal length, and many more, so that you become great or become a great photographer in your own field or any field you want to venture. So the second part of the course will be focus on the subjects of people most interested in capturing. Landscapes, that's wildlife, people, special occasions, and not so special occasions, as we say. You focus on how to clean up and clarify the chaos of life, how to make life look cinematic when it still looks terrible, how to make war, pain, like funerals and everything look nice. So as we continue, we'll cover up advanced topics, shares from professional methods and research and preparation. That's low light photography, macro photography, and many more. You will learn how to create your own images. You will see a demonstration of digital workflow, which of the steps in the process explain. You will also get practice in choosing the best image out of a dozen and even hundreds of frames. For example, if you shoot maybe weddings or events, they are packed. Sometimes you realize it's still images, but there are loads of them. And not to forget, it's photography, not videography. So regardless, you still do any single frame you shoot, you need one or two, not everything. So you will learn how to select them. So, special photographs. You know, people say you have to travel all the way to places to take good pictures and everything, but this is a perfect example. This is just a wedding shoot shot right beside the road, closer to your house. You can take great pictures anywhere you are. It doesn't matter where you are. All you need is a good camera, a good lens, know what you want to shoot, the right frame, the right composition, the right lighting. They can be natural light, but you have to always utilize the natural light to your own specifications. Great pictures are found anywhere. They don't have to come from exotic locations. You can take great pictures around your house or yard, and even the local zoos. So seeing well, as we continue the topics, photography is fairly simple. There are only a few basic controls on a camera, but seeing well is the top part. This is the biggest challenge for anyone with a camera. Through the advances of cameras, now we have the mirrorless cameras that have the screens sets and the screen displays the shot you are taking. Unlike the previous cameras like the DSLR and most of them, you have to watch through the pinhole of the camera. These days you can easily just watch the screen and take your shot. So here we teach you how to take a perfect shot based on what you see and how you see it. And photography is all about imaginations. So without imaginations, you can't take pictures. In terms of lighting, foreground, highlights, everything, it counts. So after this, you get to know how ISO works. The basic definition of ISO is actually lighting. So the higher the ISO, the brighter the image or the brighter the video. The lower the ISO, the darker the image. ISO also corresponds to aperture. And aperture, the more you increase the aperture, the amount of light that goes into your camera. That's your lens. So it's selective based on what you want and how you want it to look like. You don't get blurry images, but you get sharper and nicer images. So before we continue with lecture 2, we talked about the equipment and a lot of stuff. Everything from camping equipment to many more. It doesn't matter where you are going. It teaches you what to put in your pack, what to put in your backpack. For example, when it comes to tour, wildlife, and many more, there are some aspects you need wide lenses like the 35 and the 24s, and some you need a 50 and a zoom lens, the telephoto lens like a 70 to 200 or 300 mm. For wider lens, wider shots, we will talk about that later. So this is just a brief. We'll continue with more in the next section.